Yo. Welcome to the Mr. Fatboyshow. Season 5, Episode 4. Before we get started, like and subscribe. Oh yeah, and I also want to say fair use to claim fair use claimer. We got a special edition of Mr. Fatboyshow today. We'll celebrate the King holiday. I ain't gonna talk you too much. You already know, like and subscribe so you get notified. They get to it. Fair use.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. And so just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
Yeah. Shout out to the great, honorable Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. for his contribute to America and to the world. The dream lives on. Dr. King was the Moses of our time, a prophet in his own rank. Oh, we got to step into our kingship. It's a lot of behavior that's awful and it's sickening to see by young black men, older black men. We ain't showing our ability to lead. We doing the opposite. The streets is overran by a bunch of wild, emotional kids, man. Because that's what they are, kids, man. Even though they grown, but they still kids in the mind. We got to step into our kingship and stand up for what's right and speak out against injustice. We can't keep turning a blind eye to bullshit and expect things are going to get better. It's too much violence against our women, too much violence against our children, and too much violence against ourselves. Out of all the things they fought for, all the marches and the praying for the rights and the privilege we have today, this generation and generation before is so disrespectful. They don't forget about how hard time really was. But let me tell you something. It's an old saying, say if you don't learn from history, you will repeat history. Now I don't know if we're going to end up slaves again, but I'm going to tell you this, we ain't far from it. The agenda they pushing on blacks, the agenda they pushing with the LGBTQ community and all this, and emasculating a man, and hey, y'all better wake up, man. How can you not see what's going on and think that it don't have no effect on how life feels? The people from the civil rights movement from the 60s all the way up to the 70s, them folk fought long and hard, bled, went to prison, died for the benefits that we reap today. The money we able to make today, the comfortable living we make. You know what I'm saying? It's still rough, don't get me wrong. But we got it way better than what them folk have. And it's a total disrespect to them people prayers and long suffering for us to sit by and let their dream die like that. We got to step into our kingship. Be more like Dr. King. Be more like Malcolm. Be more like Farrakhan, Abernathy, Reverend Orange, Earl Shinholster. The list goes on and on. Jose Williams, Coretta Scott, Harriet Tubman. The list goes on and on. If we don't get a grip on who we really are and what our potential is and who we supposed to be in life, the life that you love so much and you cherish so much, we gonna lose it. We don't have nobody to blame but ourselves. In honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., keep the dream alive. Keep up the good fight. You see me representing my Uncle T-shirt right now. He fighting for counsel. And his fight is our fight. Salute to your elders that walked the path before you. Salute to your ancestors that paved the way for you to have the better life you live today. Nate the Great, Mr. Fat Boy. And it is what it is. Step into your kingship, king. Rise. Hold your head up strong. We are kings and queens. Time we start acting like it. Peace.